Kyle Ryman. If you're looking in your program, it's 24/7 Kevin putting it down from 7-Eleven, I think. I'm late for work. Called in to 7-Eleven, had them order my big gulp on my sleeve. Now the Cottington County veterans are looking for my flu shots because I did 3 shots, ran up in the jail like, hey, I'm a cop. No play when you're veterans of America, Cottington County, Vietnam Veterans Memorial, all grave, some grave, all. Gerthard Michelle E. Marine, 16, May 60th. Stotterberg Mark E. Marine, 21, July 66. Langfeld Charles T. Navy, April 68, 17. Bullhouse Dean F. Army, January 69. January 2nd. Nolder Daniel M. March 69, Army, March 6th. Hayter James F. June 69, Army, June 9th. Horner Mark R. February 70. February 15th, Army. Zimprich Dennis J. April 1970, April 7th. Richard A. Larson, Air Force, May 70. May 22nd, 1970. Robert G. Fortin, Bob G. Fortin. September 1971, Army, September 13th. South Vietnam. So this is France. That's South Africa. I don't know how I got in the boot there. This is mainly Italy. South Vietnam. I guess the people at the Granite Stone probably know a little bit better than this headstone. Try to keep up to date with my history, and well, yeah, we got a little history lesson today. And we're going to go over here. We're going to learn a little bit more about our Cottington County actual history. Because, you know, this ain't on the channel. I mean, it might be on History Channel. I'm going to take a shortcut. Post office auditoriums. See, shit like that. That's the original Cottington County Courthouse, I can tell you that. Wow, that's a building of it. All right. I'm going to read this with you. After years of renting spaces, the U.S. Postal Service constructed the building on the corner of Broadway and First Avenue, 1909. First Avenue, Broadway. It's right here. By 1932, it was cleared that the facility were not adequate, which resulted in a well-blended addition. An entire new building replaced the structure of 1976, leaving the original empty and its future unknown. As a way to protect it, listing on the National Register of Historical Places the same year encouraged recognition of its significance to the community. So it's talking about this building right here in Watertown, Cottington County. Promise. Kevin was steering wrong. Okay. The works progress. Administration took on the city auditorium project in the late 1930s. It was constructed to include housing and facilities for the 34th Single Corps with a garage for the corpse trucks. The Watertown High School Aero Bats. The Watertown Shooting You Straight as an Arrow basketball team played on the maple floor until the 1960s. Around the same time, the police department and City Hall moved into the basement and stayed there until 1975, which is pretty awesome. Kevin, born in 77. Many communities, events still take place at the auditorium. I know, I played in that auditorium right over there. High school band playing at the laying of the cornerstone of the City Auditorium, 1939. I would guess that's probably right there. That's probably that picture. People milling about in front of the framework of the auditorium. Well, let's see. Can you guess from that one? All right, we'll have to school that out. Watertown postal employees in uniforms on step of the postal office in 1934. Yeah, I don't think that one's showing. Oh, there it is. All right, just kidding. Sorry about that, guys. Children's on step of post office in 1909. There's a child on the step. United States Post Office. I would guess we're on that picture. All right, moving on. History's not done. We got another dedicated. All right, blow my nose. For a lot that you don't know, that's called a farmer's blow. If you grow up on a farm, then you know. All right. One more history. This is dedicated to the memory of the men of the 34th Signal Company, Watertown's own, 1929 to 1945. That's Pearl Harbor shit right there. Federalized and sent to the camp Claiborne, Louisiana, February 1941. Overseas to the Northern Ireland, February 1942. Invasions. Man, I struggle with that word. It's like Alligators. All right, you know the word right there. North Africa, Algiers. Invasion Algiers. Now I see North Africa. I could be wrong. You know, learning process. November 1942. Tuscanian campaign, February, May 1943, landing at Salerno, Italy. Italy. I'm actually Italian, Portuguese. Just a little bit about my heritage, but anyway, back to these men. Italian campaign, including Monte Cassino and Annunzio. Now we know they're Italian. To the war's end, May 1945. Furnished communications for the 34th Red Bull Invasion Division. Start over. For the 34th Red Bull Infinity. Okay, third time. For the 34th Red Bull Infantry Division. For over 500 combat days. Probably did them proud. I hope so. Look at this guy. Looks like such something you see in Boston Common. Wow, Spanish-American War. Well, we didn't even go into all this. This is like a whole history. Right here, 1899. Pretty awesome that that's right here, and you can come and walk by it any day right here in Watertown, just like I walked by it today. But if you actually stop and read it, I promise you, you'll learn something. I learned so much, I won't remember it. But that's, kind of what life is. Learn something new every day. You try to be better from what you learned the day before. What if you're like this dumbass, you just nothing to learn? I think we're doing all right. Not as much as these guys with the new GMCs. What's up, brother? Cadillac. I like their taillights. My Cadillac doesn't quite have those options. It's not a Cadillac. It's a Ford Lincoln, same as that motherfucking thing. It's just got a big fancy $65,000 price tag. Mine was $1,000, and I got it on a rebate. I had a coupon, and then I was adding up with my. I had days in savings, and then I had a savings bond, and then I rented a James Bond movie that said if I rented so many savings bonds that James Fonda would actually come and try to start my new Honda. And I'm like, that's a fucking Honda. It's gonna fucking start. Sure enough, Kevin goes to start that Honda. Guess which James came over. Her name was Jane. I'm fond of her Mustang. She was a Sally. She was kind of cute. I think she had a cute appendicitis. I barely stuck it in a little bit. They said I was at the town. Warriors. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Fucking working hard, huh?
Got it.
Fucking Friday night, never done, huh? Wow, and they're revenerating. All right. So this is pretty cool about Watertown. I mean, whose town has a fucking radio station always going